Have you ever felt like life is more like a dream, a loop, or even a simulation? Neville Goddard, a pioneer in metaphysical thought, believed that our reality is shaped by our imagination and consciousness. In this video, we'll explore how to break free from the simulation using Goddard's profound teachings. Whether you feel trapped in repetitive patterns or are simply curious about unlocking your true potential, this guide will give you the keys to escape and create the life you desire. The idea of living in a simulation is not new. Philosophers, scientists, and spiritual thinkers alike have long pondered the nature of reality and whether it is an external, objective experience or an internal projection of our consciousness. Neville Goddard's teachings align closely with the latter perspective, suggesting that reality is a mirror of our imagination, shaped by our thoughts, beliefs, and assumptions. To truly understand what this means, we must first grasp the concept of the simulation from his perspective. A simulation, in the context of Goddard's philosophy, can be seen as the repetitive cycles and patterns of life that seem to trap us in the same circumstances. Think about your daily routine, your struggles, and even your successes. Are they not the result of recurring thoughts, habits, and beliefs? Goddard proposed that these patterns are not imposed on us by some external force, but are instead created by our own mind. We unknowingly perpetuate these cycles because we fail to recognize that we are the creators of our experience. The simulation, then, is not a computer program or some dystopian virtual world, as modern science fiction might suggest. It is the mental construct in which we live, shaped by the stories we tell ourselves and the assumptions we accept as true. For example, if you believe that you're unlucky in relationships, you will unconsciously project that belief into your interactions, attracting experiences that confirm it. If you think you'll never achieve financial abundance, your actions and decisions will align with that belief, keeping you stuck in a cycle of scarcity. Recognizing that you are caught in this mental loop is the first step to breaking free. Goddard emphasized that most people are unaware of their role in shaping their reality. They live life reactively, believing they are victims of circumstances or fate. This mindset reinforces the simulation, making it feel inescapable. But the truth is, you have the power to disrupt this cycle and create a new experience. The key lies in becoming conscious of your inner world and understanding that the external world is merely a reflection of it. This brings us to the transformative power of imagination. Imagination, according to Goddard, is the divine force within us that can reshape the simulation. It is not just the ability to visualize or daydream. It is the creative faculty through which we manifest our desires. Everything you see around you, from the chair you're sitting on to the smartphone in your hand, was first imagined by someone. Likewise, your personal reality is constructed from the images, thoughts, and feelings you hold in your mind. Imagination is where freedom begins. To escape the simulation, you must first recognize that the version of reality you're experiencing is not fixed or absolute. It is pliable, malleable, and entirely subject to change based on your imagination. Goddard taught that you must live in the end, meaning you must vividly imagine and feel as though your desired outcome has already been achieved. This isn't just wishful thinking, it is a deliberate act of creation. When you close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living the life you desire, you are planting the seed of that reality in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. The subconscious does not distinguish between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts whatever you consistently feed it as truth. By repeatedly imagining your desired reality, you reprogram your subconscious, and this new belief begins to shape your actions, decisions, and ultimately your external world. However, imagination alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by belief. This is where many people falter. They allow doubt to creep in, undermining the power of their imagination. Goddard emphasized the importance of faith. Faith in your own creative power and in the inevitability of your desires coming to fruition. This faith is not blind or passive. It is an active, confident knowing that what you imagine is as real as your current experience. To harness the power of imagination, start by identifying the areas of your life where you feel stuck. Ask yourself, what would my ideal life look like in this area? Then, spend time each day visualizing that ideal scenario in vivid detail. Engage all your senses. See the colors, hear the sounds, feel the emotions. The more real it feels in your imagination, the more effectively you are shaping your new reality. Over time, you will notice shifts in your external circumstances as the simulation begins to align with your inner vision. The key takeaway is this: you are not a passive participant in the simulation. You are its creator. By using your imagination with intention and faith, you can break free from the limiting patterns of the past and step into a new world of infinite possibilities. The power of assumption is one of Neville Goddard's most profound teachings, and it lies at the very heart of escaping the simulation. To understand this concept, we must first examine the role assumptions play in shaping our reality. An assumption, as Goddard defines it, is an accepted truth about the world, ourselves, or our circumstances. These assumptions operate on a subconscious level, guiding our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Over time, they solidify into the experiences and conditions we encounter in life. Assumptions are so powerful because the subconscious mind operates on them without question. If you assume that you are destined to struggle, your subconscious will work tirelessly to validate that belief by creating circumstances that confirm it. Conversely, if you assume that you are successful, your subconscious will guide you toward actions, opportunities, and situations that align with that belief. The challenge is that most people are unaware of the assumptions they hold, which often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or ingrained beliefs. Goddard's groundbreaking insight is that you can consciously choose your assumptions and, by doing so, reshape your reality. This concept is encapsulated in his teaching, "Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled." To break this down, let's first understand the importance of feeling in the process of assumption. The subconscious mind doesn't respond to words or logical reasoning. It responds to emotions and feelings. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are essentially immersing yourself in the emotional state of having already achieved your desire. This emotional alignment sends a powerful signal to the subconscious, which begins to reorganize your reality to match this new state. To practice the power of assumption, start by identifying a specific desire or goal. For instance, if you want to experience financial abundance, you need to assume that you are already abundant. This means not just thinking about abundance or wishing for it, but embodying the feeling of being abundant right now. Close your eyes and imagine what it would feel like to have financial freedom. What emotions would you experience? Relief, joy, confidence? How would you carry yourself? What would your daily life look like? Immerse yourself in this imagined reality as if it were your current experience. It's important to note that this process is not about ignoring your current circumstances or pretending they don't exist. Instead, it's about shifting your focus from what is to what could be. Your current reality is simply the result of past assumptions. By adopting new assumptions and aligning with the feeling of your desired state, you set into motion a chain of events that will bring that state into physical reality. Resistance often arises when trying to adopt new assumptions, especially if they contradict your current experience. For example, if you're struggling financially, it may feel difficult or even dishonest to assume that you are financially free. This resistance is normal, but it must be overcome to break free from the simulation. Goddard taught that persistence is key. The more consistently you return to the feeling of the wish fulfilled, the more firmly your new assumption takes root in the subconscious. Over time, this new belief will override the old one, and your external circumstances will begin to shift accordingly. Another crucial aspect of the power of assumption is the understanding that you must live as if your desired reality is already true. This doesn't mean making reckless decisions or ignoring practical responsibilities. Rather, it's about adopting the mindset behaviors, and attitudes of someone who already possesses what you desire. For instance, if you want to attract a loving relationship, begin by assuming the identity of someone who is deeply loved and valued. Treat yourself with kindness and respect, and cultivate the qualities you would want in a partner. By embodying this new state, you create a vibrational match for the reality you wish to experience. Goddard often used the analogy of planting a seed. When you assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you are planting the seed of your desired reality in the soil of your subconscious mind. Just as a seed requires time and care to grow, your new assumption requires patience and persistence. Avoid the temptation to dig up the seed by doubting or second-guessing the process. Trust that the universe is rearranging itself to align with your new state of being, even if the changes are not immediately visible. Faith is an integral part of this process. Faith in your own creative power, faith in the effectiveness of the techniques, and faith in the inevitability of your desires manifesting. This faith is not a passive hope. It is an active conviction that what you have assumed is already real on a subconscious level. When you operate from this state of faith, you become a magnet for experiences, people, and opportunities that align with your desired reality. In summary, the power of assumption is a transformative tool that allows you to consciously direct the course of your life. By assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled and aligning your thoughts, emotions, and actions with this new state, you can escape the simulation of repetitive patterns and step into a life of limitless possibilities. The key is to persist in your assumption, even in the face of resistance or doubt, and to trust in the creative power of your imagination and subconscious mind. This is how you unlock the door to a new reality. The past has an undeniable influence on the present, shaping our beliefs, behaviors, and the circumstances we experience. Many of us carry the weight of unresolved emotions, traumatic events, or perceived failures, and these memories often reinforce the patterns that keep us trapped in the simulation. Neville Goddard's technique of revision offers a way to break free from this cycle by rewriting the past, not as it happened, but as we wish it had occurred. This isn't about denial or avoidance. It's about transforming the emotional and psychological impact of past experiences to align with the reality we want to create. Revision operates on the principle that the subconscious mind doesn't differentiate between a real event and an imagined one when the imagined scenario is vividly felt. The subconscious accepts whatever is impressed upon it as true, which means you can alter your perception of past events and, in doing so, change their influence on your present and future. This is a radical yet profoundly liberating idea. You are not bound by your history. You have the power to reframe it and free yourself from its constraints. To practice revision, begin by identifying a past experience that continues to affect you negatively. This could be an argument, a failure, a loss, or any event that evokes feelings of regret, resentment, or limitation. Close your eyes and bring the memory to mind in as much detail as possible. Relive the event as though it's happening now, allowing yourself to fully feel the emotions associated with it. While this may seem counterintuitive, it's a crucial step in bringing the memory to the surface so you can consciously transform it. Once you've reconnected with the memory, imagine a different outcome, one that aligns with your desired state of being. For example, if you had an argument with someone, visualize the conversation ending in mutual understanding and harmony. If you failed at something, imagine yourself succeeding and feeling a sense of pride and accomplishment. Engage all your senses in this visualization, and most importantly, feel the emotions associated with the revised version of the event. The more vividly and convincingly you can recreate the memory, the more effectively you impress the new narrative on your subconscious mind. One of the most significant benefits of revision is the emotional release it provides. By rewriting the past in a way that empowers you, you dissolve the negative charge associated with the original memory. This emotional freedom creates space for new, positive experiences to enter your life. It's as though you've cleared a block in your energetic field, allowing the flow of abundance, love, and joy to resume. Another key aspect of revision is its ability to break the cycle of repetitive patterns. Many of the challenges we face are rooted in unresolved past experiences that continue to replay in different forms. For instance, someone who experienced rejection in childhood may unconsciously attract situations that reinforce feelings of unworthiness. Through revision, you can rewrite those foundational experiences, replacing them with empowering narratives that support your desired reality. Over time, you'll notice a shift in your external circumstances as the revised memories take root in your subconscious and influence your thoughts, actions, and decisions. It's important to approach revision with a sense of playfulness and curiosity. Treat it as an experiment in reshaping your inner world rather than a rigid task. The more relaxed and open you are, the more effective the process will be. Trust that your subconscious is always listening and responding, even if the results aren't immediately apparent. Persistence is key. Revisit the revised memory daily until it feels as real and natural as the original version. As Goddard often said, you must persist in the assumption that the desired state is already a fact. Some people might wonder whether revising the past is ethical or whether it risks creating a false sense of reality. It's important to understand that the purpose of revision is not to deny or erase what happened, but to transform its impact on your life. The events of the past have already occurred, but their meaning and emotional resonance are fluid. By choosing a more empowering interpretation, you reclaim your power as the creator of your experience. The effects of revision can extend beyond your personal reality. Because all consciousness is interconnected, revising your perception of a past interaction can influence the other people involved. For example, if you revise an argument with a loved one, imagining it ending peacefully, you may notice a shift in their behavior toward you, even if you haven't discussed the revision with them. This phenomenon aligns with the idea that changing your inner world creates ripples in the external world, affecting not only your life, but also the lives of those around you. To integrate revision into your daily practice, consider reflecting on your day each evening before bed. Replay the events of the day in your mind, and if anything didn't go as you wished, revise it. Imagine the scenario playing out in the way you desired, and feel the emotions associated with that new version. This nightly exercise not only clears the emotional residue of the day, but also sets a positive tone for the future. In conclusion, revision is a powerful tool for escaping the simulation of repetitive patterns and stepping into a new reality. By rewriting the past, you free yourself from its limitations and align with your desired future. This process requires imagination, persistence, and faith in your creative power, but the rewards are immense. With revision, you are no longer a prisoner of your history. You become the author of your destiny. Living in awareness is the final and most crucial step in breaking free from the simulation and fully embodying the life you desire. While the other steps, recognizing the simulation, using imagination, adopting the power of assumption, and revising the past, are vital tools. Awareness is the foundation that sustains and enhances their effectiveness. It is through awareness that you maintain alignment with your desired reality and prevent yourself from slipping back into old patterns. Awareness begins with understanding that you are not your thoughts, emotions, or circumstances. You are the observer of these experiences, the consciousness that perceives them. This shift in perspective is transformative because it allows you to detach from the drama of the simulation. Instead of reacting impulsively to external events, you can respond consciously, knowing that what you see in the outer world is a reflection of your inner state. To cultivate this level of awareness, start by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. By becoming aware of your mental and emotional patterns, you gain insight into the assumptions and beliefs that are shaping your reality. For instance, if you find yourself feeling frustrated or stuck, mindfulness allows you to identify the thoughts or beliefs that are contributing to those feelings. Once you recognize them, you can consciously choose to replace them with thoughts and beliefs that support your desired state. A key aspect of living in awareness is monitoring your self-talk. The way you speak to yourself, both silently and out loud, has a profound impact on your subconscious mind. Negative self-talk reinforces limiting beliefs and perpetuates the simulation, while positive, empowering self-talk aligns you with your desired reality. Pay attention to the words you use when you think about yourself, your goals, and your circumstances. If you notice negative or self-defeating language, pause and consciously reframe it in a way that reflects the reality you want to create. For example, replace "I can't do this" with "I am capable and resourceful." Living in awareness also means paying attention to your emotions. Emotions are powerful indicators of your vibrational state and can serve as a compass for whether you are aligned with your desired reality. When you feel joy, gratitude, and peace, you are in a high vibrational state that attracts positive experiences. On the other hand, feelings of fear, doubt, or frustration indicate misalignment. Rather than suppressing or ignoring negative emotions, acknowledge them with compassion and use them as an opportunity to realign with your desired state. Ask yourself, what thought or belief is causing this emotion, and how can I shift it to one that serves me better? Another powerful practice for living in awareness is visualization combined with gratitude. Spend time each day visualizing your desired reality in vivid detail and feel deep gratitude as if it has already come to pass. Gratitude is a high vibrational emotion that bridges the gap between your current state and your desired state. By expressing gratitude for your goals as though they are already achieved, you reinforce the belief that they are inevitable, which in turn accelerates their manifestation. Awareness also involves being conscious of the energy you emit and the energy you allow into your life. Surround yourself with people, environments, and activities that uplift and inspire you. Be discerning about the information you consume, whether it's news, social media, or entertainment. Everything you expose yourself to influences your subconscious mind, either reinforcing the simulation or supporting your journey to freedom. Choose influences that align with your goals and values, and let go of anything that does not serve your highest good. As you deepen your awareness, you'll notice that life becomes less about effort and more about flow. Instead of striving to force outcomes, you'll find yourself intuitively guided toward the right actions and opportunities. This state of flow is a natural result of being aligned with your desired reality and living in harmony with the principles of the universe. You'll experience synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that confirm you are on the right path, and a sense of ease and confidence in your ability to create the life you desire. One of the greatest challenges in living in awareness is dealing with doubt and setbacks. It's natural to question the process when results aren't immediate or when you encounter obstacles. However, awareness teaches you to see these moments not as failures, but as opportunities for growth and refinement. When doubt arises, return to the foundational practices of mindfulness, visualization, and gratitude. Remind yourself that the external world is always catching up to your inner state, and that persistence is key. Trust that the seeds you've planted in your subconscious will bear fruit in their own time. Living in awareness also means embracing the present moment fully. While it's important to focus on your goals and desires, true freedom comes from appreciating the here and now. The present moment is where your power lies, and it is in the present that you can choose new thoughts, feelings, and actions that align with your desired reality. By cultivating a sense of presence and gratitude for what you have right now, you create a strong foundation for future manifestations. Finally, living in awareness is about recognizing and honoring your role as the creator of your experience. This realization brings with it a profound sense of responsibility and empowerment. You are not a victim of the simulation, you are its architect. Every thought, feeling, and belief you hold contributes to the reality you experience. By living consciously and intentionally, you reclaim your power and step into the role of the deliberate creator. In conclusion, living in awareness is the ultimate key to escaping the simulation and creating the life you desire. It requires mindfulness, self-compassion, and a commitment to staying aligned with your goals and values. Through consistent practice, you can maintain a state of alignment, navigate challenges with grace, and experience the freedom and joy that come from living as the conscious creator of your reality. Awareness is not just a tool, it is a way of being that transforms every aspect of your life.